thank you very much for introducing me. And I want to say thank you for inviting me for the organizing committee member and people related to this conference for inviting me and giving an opportunity to explain my research here. Today, I want to talk about ICT application in agriculture with affordable sensors, and affordable is very important because I want to develop the system and spread to the field in agriculture. Okay, I want to go here. Oops. So as you know, the plant do the photosynthesis activity to produce carbohydrate during the day, and then distribute them to groups of leaves, stems, flower, and root, something. So if we want to, if we control these material to them, so for example, root part or fruit part, so the quality and the growth of plant will. This is one of the example of the photosynthesis property of the tomato or cucumber plant. So, excuse me. Oh, back. So the photosynthesis is closely related to air temperature. So in general, for 25 degrees is a better temperature for the tomato plant. So these properties depends on the type of plant. Oh, very quick move. Oh. So however, the photosynthesis is related to humidity also. So in the open field, so humidity control is very difficult. In Japan, so to prevent such kind of problem, so we use a greenhouse in general. So you know the farmers sometimes win, but sometimes fail to in the agricultural production. So in the future, they don't know about they can win or fail. So we want to, I want to consider about three topics today. I only consider about the field condition, plant estimation. Why I talk about the affordable? So the price of computer is very important. In the previous, so 20 years ago, the price of computer is very expensive. In Japan also $5,000 US, so we cannot install the computer into the field. But now, the price of computer is very cheap. Maybe you can buy the 1,000 computer by using $5,000 US, for example. So I use this computer to monitor, to control the environment. Sometimes people develop the supercomputer using a card-sized computer like that. This is a parallel computing. So this is a very high-speed computer. But price is 100 or 1,000 times less than real one. So we have several or many types of the device. This is a UK brand developed by Cambridge University. So the Raspberry Pi can use monitoring, image capturing, or image analysis, create robots, something, blah, blah, blah. So Arduino, this is an Italian product that made by Italy. So this system also can be used for monitoring and so on. So Twilight, this is Japanese product. This is a monitoring, this is wireless network device, the small and low power consumption. So this is one of example of the monitoring system. The price is $100 US, and then including the sensors. The sensors is a light sensor, the temperature humidity sensor, and HD camera. So the handcraft time is 2 hours only. You can develop and then install it into the field. By using this sensor monitoring system, you can catch the heat of plant and the air temperature. Accumulation air temperature is very important to forecast the growth of plant. This is right graph is horizontal axis is accumulated in air temperature, the vertical axis is plant heat. By using this graph, so you can forecast the 2 weeks after for example, if you get information or the data, 3 or 4 data, so you can forecast the 2 weeks later situation. If the market has this information, so many letters is coming from the field, okay, we have to consider about discount in the market, so supermarket something. So, but currently, Japan does not have such kind of system in Japanese cooperative. So the 3 days before, the market know about how much the amount of the lettuce is coming from the field. So they don't touch, or they does not easily consider about the price. So this is the field installation in Bangladesh. So sometimes farmers fail the irrigation. The damage of plant is very serious. So we installed the monitoring system, so like this. So this is a solar power type of the light sensor. This is a battery cell type. Why we use such kind of systems? So to installation management installation and management should be easy. And this data is transmitted by specified low power radio wave, and then collect information and then transferred to the server. So installation is like that. So we install the temperature and humidity sensor into the bamboo tree to prevent sunlight. And then the very important part, the soil temperature sensor and the light sensor has a small solar cell. All sensor is running by using the solar cell and supercapacitor. This is one of example, so you can catch the information, but one big problem is electric outage. So the Bangladesh is frequently occur this one. So we have to install the battery system into the main gateway. So in that case, it's okay, no problem. So this is solar cell case. You can see this is a voltage. So voltage going down during night and then charge again and then going down. It's okay, no problem. So this is one of example in the tropical culture. Irrigation is important. So the rainwater is collect into the tank and then spread. The light sensor is also solar radiation is accumulated by using the light sensor, and then if the accumulation solar radiation is more than threshold value, so the irrigation bulb open, so like that. So we have to consider about fabrication and agriculture. I think this is interesting. You are not enough, so I will go into the next one. Create it. If it does not exist, idea should be realized by yourself. Don't give up if you fail. I did every time. So this is one of the example of the. So we are going now the plant phenotype. Plant phenotype is occur due to the environmental change something. So we get the information by using interesting sensors. So this is one of game control. So this is the one which we call the RGBD. So RGB is a visual camera. D is a depth sensor. Depth sensor is realized by IR camera. So this one. We can catch such kind of shape of plant. If we get the shape of plant, we know the direction of the leaves and the area of the leaves, something. So this is a captured image. This is a method to capture the plant. But this is not 3D, 2.D, which we call, because we not know about, this part, hidden part exists. So this is one of example. So we can catch the information of the vegetation coverage by using this sensor. And then we can get the information of plant growth due to the date, like that. Other application, this is the plant motion analysis. So this is an ongoing project in the University of Gadjah, Mada University. So this is an example in my laboratory. So one student is graduate from our laboratory. So his name is Andre. He is in staff in Gadjah Mada University now. So he continue the research about the plant motion and plant phenotype. So by using the IR camera, we get information of the plant motion. To catch plant motion, we introduce optical flow method. This is one of typical image analysis method to catch such kind of information. So if the object moved during constant interval, so we get motion of the object like this. This is one of example of the plant motion. So you can see dance of the plant. But this is a very interesting property. So in the night, in the day, the motion property change due to environment. From this result, we got such kind of, this is a circadian rhythm of plant, like this. So the rhythm is around 24 hours. Now, Dr. Andori study about the rhythm is changed due to environmental impact. So if this result true, so we can use this information as a plant sensor. We are going to this camera. So this is a special camera I bring. This is a 360 camera. Two camera is exist this face and that face. By using this camera, we get this kind of photos, and then we install the camera into the robot, small robot like this. This is a driving part of the robot. This part is developed by 3D printer. 3D printer. And then this is a Raspberry Pi with a motor controller, and then this is a, how can I say, stereo vision camera. It's also not so expensive. So we get the information. This is one of demonstration. So this is a captured image by this camera. You can see the 360 degree of the images. If you stay the US, you can check the plant from the US, like that. This is one of the example of the virtual reality. So this is not interesting, so we have to introduce the information, plant, information, image processing data. So if you find for example, different color of leaves, so you have to compare the different colors as a part. So this is a sketch of the device. This is not so complicated. So this is one example. Yeah, so the camera is find the green color, so the motor is on. So why this type of action can be done? So the image processing system also is introduced into the small curved size device. This is one of the advantage of this kind of computer. So this is a circuit. This is a powerful tool for supporting the fabrication, your fabrication. So you can make circuit by yourself. And then the 3D printer make a case of the monitoring system and the drone also. Drone can make by using 3D printer, like that. So this is a new faces are also coming increasingly. So this is small computer can run Windows 10. So if you have many Windows applications, you can use it. And then this is a small chip. This is Arduino, so you can install. This is one of the coin size computer can install into the field. And this is a thermal vision camera, cheap thermal vision camera. And then this is a small drones. Now, you know, the autonomous vehicle is developing, how can I say, in the world. To develop such kind of car, the sensor technology is important. If many sensor is released, the price is going down. These sensors can be used in the agriculture sector. In the near future, new faces are also released. You can use it, and then you can combine to the small computers to measure and to model the system of plant cultivation. We want to know, we want to develop the second brain or farmers' first brain sometimes. so like me, so every time I forget something, but second brain is very clever. So the second brain is support the farmer's decision. We will make such kind of system. So this is the things mentioned above will be a key technology to establish a new agro-food value chain. I could not explain about right part, but I can make it. And then, so the information, the field should be used to increase the benefit of the farmers. Thank you very much.